Perspective is one of the most powerful tools we have in shaping our lives. It's not just about what we see, but how we choose to interpret and react to it. A shift in perspective can turn what seems like a roadblock into a stepping stone, a failure into a lesson, and an impossible dream into a tangible goal. The truth is, our perception creates our reality, and by changing the way we think, we can change the way we experience life. Consider the challenges we face daily. For some, they may seem like insurmountable obstacles, causing stress and frustration. For others, these same challenges can be seen as opportunities to grow, to learn something new, or to demonstrate resilience. The difference lies not in the situation, but in the mindset of the individual. This is the essence of the power of perspective, the ability to reframe situations in a way that empowers rather than limits. Reframing isn't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about finding meaning and purpose in every situation, even the difficult ones. Take failure, for instance. Many fear it and view it as the end of the road. But those with a growth mindset see failure as feedback, a necessary step in the journey towards success. Every failure contains valuable lessons, insights that can guide us to make better decisions in the future. Changing your perspective about failure can turn it from a source of despair into a powerful motivator. Stories of individuals who have changed their perspective and, consequently, their lives are abundant. Think of someone like Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His perspective turned repeated setbacks into a relentless drive toward innovation. Similarly, athletes often use perspective shifts to stay motivated. A grueling workout isn't seen as pain, but as preparation for victory. A tough loss isn't defeat, but an opportunity to refine skills and come back stronger. To harness the power of perspective, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness. This begins with recognizing your thought patterns and the way you interpret events. Are you focusing on the negatives or looking for the silver lining? Are you stuck in a victim mentality, or are you taking control of your narrative? Asking these questions and answering them honestly can help you identify where your perspective may need to shift. Gratitude is another key practice in changing perspective. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your mindset naturally becomes more positive. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but it helps you approach them with a sense of abundance and possibility rather than scarcity and fear. Gratitude trains your mind to look for the good, even in difficult circumstances. Ultimately, perspective is a choice. It's about deciding how you want to see the world and your place in it. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. And in that response lies our true power, the ability to shape our reality and change our lives for the better. Limiting beliefs are invisible barriers that hold us back from achieving our full potential. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences, societal expectations, or fears, and they create a mental framework that restricts what we think we can accomplish. Over time, they become ingrained in our minds, influencing our decisions, actions, and, ultimately, the trajectory of our lives. Breaking free from these beliefs is crucial for personal growth and unlocking our true capabilities. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is identifying them. Often, these beliefs disguise themselves as absolute truths. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. Or this is just the way I am. These statements are not facts, but perceptions shaped by our fears and insecurities. Self-awareness is key to recognizing these patterns of thought. Pay attention to the inner dialogue that arises when you face challenges or consider taking risks. Are your thoughts empowering or self-defeating? Journaling can be a powerful tool for uncovering these hidden beliefs, as it helps bring subconscious thoughts into the conscious mind. Once you've identified a limiting belief, it's time to challenge it. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it based on facts, or is it an assumption? Often, you'll find that these beliefs have no solid foundation. They may stem from a single failure or a critical comment from someone in the past. By questioning the validity of these beliefs, you weaken their grip on your mind. Replace them with empowering statements that affirm your potential, such as, "I am capable of learning and growing," or "My past does not define my future." Action is another powerful way to dismantle limiting beliefs. Taking small, consistent steps toward your goals can help build confidence and create new, positive experiences that counteract the negative narratives you've been telling yourself. For instance, if you believe you're not good at public speaking, start with low-pressure opportunities to speak in front of others. Each successful attempt will chip away at the belief that you're incapable, replacing it with evidence of your growth. Surrounding yourself with supportive and inspiring individuals can also accelerate the process. Seek out people who challenge and encourage you to think bigger. Their belief in your potential can serve as a mirror, reflecting possibilities you may not yet see for yourself. At the same time, limit interactions with those who reinforce your doubts or discourage you from pursuing your aspirations. Visualization and affirmations are additional tools to rewire your mindset. Picture yourself succeeding in areas where you've previously felt limited. Imagine the emotions, confidence, and pride you'd feel in those moments. This mental rehearsal helps condition your brain to expect success rather than fear failure. Similarly, affirmations repeated daily can gradually shift your internal narrative from doubt to belief. Breaking free from limiting beliefs isn't an overnight process, but it's one of the most transformative journeys you can undertake. With patience, persistence, and self-compassion, you can replace these mental barriers with a mindset that empowers and uplifts you, opening the door to a life of greater possibilities and fulfillment. Failure is often seen as something to avoid, a mark of inadequacy or defeat. Yet, those who achieve great success understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a critical part of the journey toward it. The concept of failing forward is about embracing failure as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. It's about recognizing that each misstep carries valuable lessons and opportunities for growth, shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. The first step in adopting a fail-forward mindset is redefining what failure means. Society often equates failure with a lack of ability or worth, but this is far from the truth. Failure is simply evidence that you're trying, pushing boundaries, and stepping out of your comfort zone. It's a natural part of the learning process. Just as a child falls repeatedly before mastering the art of walking, failure is an essential ingredient in mastering any skill or achieving any goal. One of the greatest lessons failure teaches is resilience. Each time you fail and get back up, you build mental and emotional strength. You learn to withstand setbacks and adapt to challenges. This resilience is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up. The ability to persevere in the face of adversity is a skill that can be developed, and failure is the perfect training ground. Failure also offers clarity. When you fail, you're given a unique opportunity to analyze what went wrong and why. This process of reflection allows you to identify weaknesses, refine your strategies, and make better decisions moving forward. For instance, an entrepreneur whose business venture doesn't succeed might realize they need to improve their marketing approach or better understand their target audience. Without the experience of failure, these insights might never come to light. Many of the world's most successful individuals have experienced significant failures on their path to greatness. Thomas Edison, who famously conducted thousands of unsuccessful experiments before inventing the light bulb, said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His relentless determination and ability to view failure as progress exemplify the fail-forward mindset. Similarly, J.K. Rowling faced multiple rejections before finding a publisher for the Harry Potter series, proving that persistence can turn failure into triumph. To fail forward, you must also cultivate a mindset of curiosity and growth. Instead of fearing failure, approach it with a sense of curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? This shift in perspective transforms failure from something to dread into something to value. It becomes a teacher rather than an enemy. Finally, remember that failure is temporary, but the lessons it imparts are lasting. Each failure brings you closer to success by eliminating what doesn't work and guiding you toward what does. Embrace failure as a natural and necessary part of the journey. It's not the end of the road. It's a sign that you're moving forward, learning and evolving into the person capable of achieving your dreams. Life is shaped by the choices we make every day. While grand decisions can have a significant impact, it's often the small, consistent choices that determine the course of our lives. These daily habits and routines, seemingly insignificant in the moment, accumulate over time to create profound results. The discipline of daily choices is about recognizing the power of consistency and committing to actions that align with your long-term goals and values. Discipline is often misunderstood as restrictive or burdensome, but it's actually a form of self-care. It is the bridge between intention and achievement, allowing you to stay focused and make progress even when motivation wanes. Motivation, after all, is fleeting. It ebbs and flows based on external circumstances or emotional states. Discipline, on the other hand, is rooted in commitment and consistency. It ensures that you take action regardless of how you feel in the moment. The key to mastering daily choices lies in clarity. You must first identify your goals and understand why they matter to you. Without a clear vision of what you want to achieve, it's easy to fall into the trap of short-term gratification. Write down your goals and break them into manageable steps. For example, if you want to improve your health, your daily choices might include drinking more water, exercising for 30 minutes, and eating balanced meals. These small, consistent actions build momentum and lead to sustainable results over time. Another important aspect of daily discipline is the ability to prioritize. Every day presents countless opportunities and distractions, but not all of them align with your goals. It's crucial to identify which tasks hold the most value and focus your energy on them. This might mean saying no to activities or commitments that don't serve your long-term objectives, even if they seem appealing in the short term. By doing so, you ensure that your efforts are directed toward meaningful progress. Building habits is a powerful way to reinforce discipline in daily choices. Habits automate positive actions, reducing the mental effort required to make decisions. Start small and be consistent. For instance, if your goal is to read more, commit to reading just 5 pages a day. Over time, this habit will become second nature, and you'll likely find yourself reading much more than you initially intended. Celebrate small wins along the way. They serve as reminders that progress is being made and motivate you to keep going. It's also important to cultivate self-compassion. There will be days when discipline falters, and that's okay. What matters most is how you respond. Instead of dwelling on setbacks or giving up, use them as opportunities to reflect and reset. Ask yourself what went wrong and how you can improve moving forward. This mindset of learning and adaptation helps you stay on track without being overly critical of yourself. Ultimately, the discipline of daily choices is about taking ownership of your life. It's about understanding that the actions you take today shape the person you become tomorrow. By committing to consistent, purposeful choices, you create a life that reflects your values and aspirations, one step at a time. The future is not some distant point in time waiting to happen. It begins with the choices and actions you take today. Each decision, no matter how small, sets the foundation for what lies ahead. When you embrace the idea that your future starts now, you take control of your destiny, shifting from a reactive to a proactive mindset. This realization empowers you to live with intention, clarity, and purpose. One of the most important steps in shaping your future is setting a clear vision. Without a destination in mind, it's easy to drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than creating opportunities. Take time to reflect on what you truly want to achieve. What does success look like for you? What kind of person do you want to become? Write down your goals and visualize them in detail. This process not only provides direction, but also fuels your motivation by giving you something tangible to work toward. Once you've defined your vision, the next step is to take immediate action. Many people fall into the trap of waiting for the right time to begin pursuing their goals. They tell themselves they'll start when they feel more prepared, when circumstances improve, or when they have more resources. The truth is, there's never a perfect time to start. The only time you have is now. Even small steps taken today can create momentum and lead to significant progress over time. A critical aspect of building your future is developing a mindset of ownership. This means accepting full responsibility for your life and decisions. While external factors can influence your circumstances, how you respond to them is entirely within your control. Instead of blaming others or feeling like a victim of circumstances, focus on what you can do to improve your situation. This shift in perspective not only fosters resilience, but also empowers you to take meaningful action. Another powerful tool for creating your future is the practice of consistency. Progress is not about dramatic leaps, but about steady, persistent effort. Small actions, repeated daily, compound over time to produce extraordinary results. For example, dedicating just 30 minutes a day to learning a new skill can lead to mastery within a year. Consistency builds habits, and habits shape your identity. By aligning your daily actions with your long-term goals, you create a life that reflects your aspirations. It's also essential to stay adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and the path to your goals may not always be linear. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but they're also opportunities to learn and grow. When faced with obstacles, reassess your strategies and be willing to pivot if necessary. Flexibility allows you to stay aligned with your vision while navigating the uncertainties of life. Finally, remember that the future you envision is built on the foundation of gratitude and mindfulness. Take time to appreciate the progress you've made and the opportunities available to you. Living in the present moment helps you stay grounded and focused, ensuring that your actions today contribute to the future you desire. Your future isn't something to be waited for. It's something to be created. By taking intentional action, cultivating resilience, and staying consistent, you can shape a life that reflects your dreams and aspirations, starting right now.